Hello, how you doing today? Rainy's doing good. She's a good dog. Welcome. I got some pretty cool projects today. I had a workshop over the weekend, and I wanted to show everybody how I do the clear coat. It's a pretty simple process. I think it's something easy to pick up if you decide you want to do this at home. So I got videos. I'm doing all my projects, putting a clear on them. But at the end, I've got another pour. It's kind of like a dirty pour, but Stone Coat said that nobody can screw it up, and so I figured I'd try it. And actually, I got two different styles. There's just small projects, but they turned out really cool, and I'm looking forward to spread out this process a little more into some more, maybe in the workshop or maybe the countertop I'm going to be doing real soon. So stay tuned to the very end to watch that last little bit of the epoxy pour. I think you'll like it. If you like blue, black, and gray, it's going to be pretty good for you. So stay tuned. Talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up, and you'll see my new videos as I post them. Thank you. Enjoy the video. Alright, right here I'm setting up the projects for into this little tutorial here, how I finished my clear coats from the projects I just did in the weekend workshop here. I'm just setting them up. I got a cool project coming up. Here I'm just mixing my clear coat. I figured out how much I need. It's 3 ounces per square foot. So I think I was mixing 32 ounces on this project here. And just spread it out. And right now I'm just trying to get out of the bucket as quick as I can. So I'm trying to just coat the top, come right up to the edges, and let it start working out. So we'll be doing all these Michigans first. I'll just do by hand, and then the bigger ones I'll grab my spreading trowel there, 1/8 inch notch, square notch, and I'll spread that out on the bigger projects. It goes a little quicker, and I'll just bring it right to the edge of the projects. I'll dab it with the brush, kind of keep mixing it and spread it out, but I'll bring that brush right to the edge and kind of push it right over, and then I'll come back with my hand. And these Michigan ones are a little hard to get the brush around it to brush them, so I just use my hand, but I make sure I press plenty of over the sides, because these are going to be wall hanging, so you're going to want to have the edges looking pretty good. And on the bigger ones, I definitely want to use the brush to kind of dab it. And I'll make sure the brush is soaked good, or else you start pulling product off the top there. But you're using the brush to mix stuff and to get rid of the trowel marks on the bigger pieces. Smaller ones, if you do it by hand, usually they'll level out really good, and you can use your torch to smooth it off and get the bubbles out. I had enough to do the next project I had over here, so I figured, well, I'll just do that one. Get that one out of the way. It has a vinyl on it. It's a local school team. And then I'll hit it with the torch real quick, get all the bubbles out. And that's pretty much it for the clear coat. It's really not that hard. It's a little time consuming, but you just make sure the edges, I guess the edges are the longest part of it. But anyways, we'll start doing pour here. Mixing up, I believe it was 8 ounces mixed up on this one. 2 ounces for each color, or about 1.5 ounces per each color. I wasn't really exact on it, and it just went up to split it up into the 5 different colors I'm using. And I was gray, since I had a little bit left in my mixing bucket, I sprayed gray and mixed the gray up in that. I had more gray because I wanted to go towards gray, so I did 2 gray mixed up, 1 black. I think this one's white mixed up, but just about 3 seconds of spray and about 2 ounces. It's 3 to 6, depends on how opaque you want it. That was, I believe, dark blue. You got the turquoise or sea, I think it was sea foam or something like that. I have all of it, and the link below, I have all the links for the paints I use and the product for Stone Coat. So I'll mix them all up, and they sprayed in between dumping them in. I'm not sure, I only did it on a few of them. But I just piled them up, and then I set the containers on top of the projects I'm going to use because I want to lubricate the substrate first because I did not prime these. I haven't had a problem, but these are just little projects. I would recommend priming them with a paint primer and one bare paint. That's what Stone Coat recommends. You just layer them on there, just dump them in as you go. And I'm moving around the empties just to get the rest out of the cups in so I can lubricate that surface. Now we're just spreading it out. This is the first time I did this pour, so I wasn't sure how it was going to look, but I didn't really think this is going to affect it too much anyways. You just kind of getting it lubricated out there, so the top coat there will, or the color coat will flow nice. You don't have no parts that will do any, you won't get tension in the areas. So once you pour it, it'll just flow really nice. I didn't worry about the edges on this at this time. Then just start pouring it. I'm pouring it on like a zigzag pour. You can pour circles, you can pour lines. It's all up to you and how you want it to look. Lines, if you do it up and down or side to side, it'll give you more of a veins. I'm just going random in this one. He said I couldn't screw it up, so I'm gonna try to prove him wrong, but we'll see how it goes. Now I'll hit it with the heat gun. You could hit it with the torch, I guess, but I'm going to hit it with the heat gun on this one. And that way I can move it around a little bit if I wanted to move around. But when I poured this, it looked pretty good just after I poured it. You don't really even have to do nothing if you don't want it. It's going to turn out. And it's going to flow. You can actually do a tilt. I don't like doing tilt that much because if I'm doing a countertop sample, it's awful hard to tilt a countertop when you're working by yourself or if it's already in. So then I'll go around and lubricate. I'll just pull the stuff out of a mixing bucket there or mixing cup and lubricate the sides real good. And then hit it again with a heat gun or torch. Here I'm hitting it just on that one is just clear alcohol, 91% alcohol, and that gave a really good effect. And then here I put a quick coat of paint on it, and then hit it with alcohol and white. I think it was white mixture in there. Put a stick on underneath that one side because it was low off level and I could see it flowing. And right here you can just see it over the time how it moves. This is probably about half an hour I speeded it up. You can see it does its own thing. Hello, I'm Rob Myers from Evermore Creations. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, hit the little bell, and they'll let you know when my next video is coming up. You'll be the first ones to see it. And leave a description down below if you like it, don't like it, or project that you would like me to see me do down the road. I'll see what I can do. I've got a lot of them lined up. Hopefully I can get them on here, get them edited, and get them to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much. Thumbs up. And God bless you. Enjoy the video.